What's up, guys? Let me put my I forgot to put my mic on. It's story time tonight. I know some of you probably going to be watching this video right now and think to yourself, why is she up so late? Let me tell you why. Because I've been napping pretty much all day. I've been napping. So I felt a little energetic. And I said, you know what, Tish, get up, make yourself cute, and do a story time. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a story time. So you guys see the title. So, hey, how do you pronounce your name? Keoliciousness, how you doing? So you guys see the title. This is going to be a story time video. And hey, Day Renee. This is going to be a story time video. And also I wanted to talk about my two cousins that were killed by their boyfriends. Thank you, Redbone. Thank you. So yesterday I was talking to one of my cousins on the phone. We were talking about the situation with our cousin who, was just recently killed by her boyfriend. But before I get into the story, guys, I need you to do me a favor and thumbs up this live. I see a few of you are in the chat. Okay, Keolicious, no problem. Have a good night. But thumbs up the live, please, for me, guys, okay? So, so like I said, her and I, we were talking about, my cousin who got killed or whatever by her boyfriend. And as we was talking about the situation, we were talking about how important it is to stay connected with your family and not just stay connected through social media, but, sometimes pick up the phone and call one another, even if it's for about 5 or 10 minutes, just to say, hey, thank you, Redbone. And hey, Jamel, how you doing? Even if it's just for like 5 or 10 minutes, pick up the phone and call your family, your friends, your loved ones. I know a lot of us have gotten into this whole social media thing and this texting thing, and we just utilize that as our way and our means of communicating, which to me, like in my opinion, it feels like it's making us desensitized in a sense. So we were talking about that, and I was telling her that I could say that I've had a personal relationship with pretty much all of my cousins. If not all of them, I would say most of them. And when I say a personal relationship, meaning I went through phases when it would be like one cousin I would speak to on a daily basis, and that lasted for a period of time. Like it could be somewhere between, I don't know, maybe 3 months, 6 months, but we went through a time where we would talk every single day, right? And I was able to do this with not just one or two of my cousins, but I was able to do it with a lot of them. It on my dad's side, I'm talking about specifically. It's so many of us first cousins on my dad's side. And I went through a phase with pretty much all of them where we would speak on the phone daily for months at a time. And some kind of way, we kind of got away from talking as much as we used to. And I don't know why specifically. All I can say is that some of the reasons I think it happened that way is because I think people go through different phases in their life, right? So I think that at the time that we were communicating with each other on a daily basis like that, it was a time that we needed each other. It was a time that we may have had something in common that, we could, identify with each other. It was a time that, I don't know, we just had like a special connection. And I think what happens is when people make changes in their life for whatever reason, sometimes you just kind of fall off from that communication. Nothing happened between any of us to make us stop speaking on a daily basis. I think that just life happened. Life happened. And when life happened, we just kind of parted ways in terms of speaking on the phone daily. But I guarantee you, if it was a situation where we saw each other or if we had to pick up the phone and talk again, we would pick right back up where we left because there was no beef. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing that up because, like the title says in my video, I had two cousins who were killed by their boyfriends. In 2019, my cousin, she was my little cousin, so she was probably about 15 years younger than me. So her and I, we never developed a close relationship because of that. But what I will say is that in 2018, we did get to spend a little bit of time together. And I did create some memories with her. I did get a chance to take pictures with her and do videos with her and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for that. She was actually my second cousin. Her mom is my first cousin. So, with that being said, we come from a different generation. So now I'm going to fast forward to my cousin recently who was just killed. She was my first cousin, and we didn't have a relationship at all. We never got a chance to bond, but I knew her. I would see her at family functions and, we communicated via social media and, things like that. But we never got a chance to create that bond and have that connection. And I wish that we did because, like I said, we were first cousins. And the way both of my cousins died, it was a tragedy. It was a tragedy. And, they both died at the hands of men who said that they loved them, men who they laid down with, men who was a part of their life in an intimate way. And I don't really understand why something like that happens. I could only draw conclusions or make speculations as to why stuff like that happens. And the conclusion that I come to is because these people are broken. I'm talking about the men right now. The men are broken. I think that what am I trying to say? I think that something happens in their brain. Something I don't know. I don't know if it's something that they were, I don't know if they were born that way or if something happened in life to make them just snap, or if their emotions are like on an all-time high and they don't know how to control those emotions. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand it. What makes a person want to kill somebody that they say they love? What makes a person want to kill somebody that they share intimacy with? Not just sexual intimacy, but bonding and creating memories and stuff like that, because that's intimacy too. I just don't understand it. I know that for me, I go through times where I'm feeling really emotional and really emotionally connected to somebody, and they may do something that hurt my feelings or, really piss me off or whatever. But never do I feel like I want to kill them or hit them or harm them in any kind of way. I really, I don't understand it. But what I'm really trying to say here is, while we're here on this earth, we have to stay connected to our loved ones. Not just on social media where we just typing, I love you, and we're just typing, how you doing and things like that. Pick up the phone. Call your loved one. Go visit. I know nowadays visiting isn't really an option because we're in this pandemic with this C-19 thing. But we should still make some sort of effort to at least speak to our family and our friends, on birthdays and holidays. Instead of shooting a text or going on social media and saying happy birthday, Merry Christmas, or whatever the case may be, pick up the phone and call them. This world has become so desensitized. I wish that I did create that bond with my cousin, the one who was recently killed. I do. It's like really a sad, sad situation to lose a loved one in such a tragic way. It really is. It's painful. And I'm grateful for the cousins of mine that I did create those bonds with when I did create those bonds with them. Because guess what? We created memories and a bond that could never be broken. So I'm happy for that. I'm truly, truly happy, and I'm grateful for that. Although I don't talk to them as much now. I don't talk to them at all, to be honest. And not for no specific reason. Only because life happened. But I decided that I'm going to make it a point to reach out to my cousins, my friends, my sisters more often. Even if I have to pick one person or two people a week. And I'm coming live on this video saying this because when I go back and look at this video, or I should say, every time I go back and look at this video, I want to be able to hold myself accountable to what I'm saying right now and make sure I do just that. Like I said, even if it's one or maybe two people a week, somebody's going to get a phone call from me. And that includes aunties and uncles and everything. Like, we got to stay connected more through a phone call, guys. We have to. We can't allow the way that the world and society is today to make us so desensitized from, or so desensitized to the fact that, to the point where we just don't have those connections with one another anymore. I think it's a wonderful thing to hear each other's voices. You know? Yeah, it's cool to see what they're doing on social media, you know, see their pictures and see the different places that they're going and different things that they're doing and all of that kind of stuff. But I think that it's even better. It's more special when you pick up the phone and you call that loved one and you just say, hi, how are you doing? How was your day? You know? Let's get back into that. Let's get back into that. Let me read the comments in the comment section, then I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to come on here and share this story with you guys. I don't want to go into details of what actually happened to my cousins, but I just wanted you all to know that I feel like I'm like lost for words tonight for some reason. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I wanted you all to know that this domestic violence stuff, it is so real. And if there's any woman or man out there for that matter, because men suffer from domestic violence too. In fact, statistics show, I believe it's 1 in 7 men who suffer from domestic violence. But it's silent. It's silent because men are looked at as weak and a punk if they are being abused by their mate. And for females, for women, it's 1 in 4 women who suffer from domestic violence. So if there's a woman out there watching this video that may be suffering from domestic violence, please get help. Please get help and get away from that person that is abusing you. Same thing for a man. Get help and get away from that person that's abusing you, because it can cost you your life. I witnessed it, not literally, but, you know, this is my second cousin who suffered or was killed at the hands of a man who said that he loved her. And it's so, so sad. I know I said I was going to read the comments. I'm going to read the comments, but there's so many things that's going on in my head that I want to get out. So many things. And I'm finding it hard to get the words out, but at the same time, it's so many things in my head that I want to get out about this situation. This is what I wanted to say. Earlier, I was saying that for a person to resort to physically harming someone that they say they love and to go as far as killing them, the person that is the abuser, I really think it's a mental issue. I think that something's going on in their brain to where they have to resort to something like that. I also think that maybe it's some type of childhood trauma, maybe something that they witnessed. I don't know. And then the person who's the victim, something's going on with them mentally too, to stay in a situation like that. Mentally, maybe they suffer from some type of childhood trauma. I don't know. Maybe they saw this behavior happening to someone that they know and love, or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is, it has to stop. People are so hurt and broken, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. There's nothing wrong with therapy. Nothing wrong with it. So, I don't know. I'm going to read the comments, guys, and then I'm going to get out of here for real. Okay, so, Carolyn says, my condolences to you and your family. Thank you, Carolyn. It's 19 degrees in Texas. Wow, that's really cold. Redbone said it really is not enough compassion these days. That's why everywhere I go, spread kindness, and I'm always reaching out, but I don't get the same in return sometimes, but it doesn't matter. Exactly. Let me tell you something, Redbone. Continue to do that. Don't look for it in return. Because if you stop, then that means that you're not going to continue to be you, being who you are. And don't allow anyone to change who you are just because they're not doing what you would do. It doesn't matter. Stay who you are. Continue to be who you are. Keep reaching out. One day they might get it and return the same treatment that you're giving them. So continue to do that. Sorry to hear. Yvonne told me. Thank you, Dari. Oh, that's Perk. Thank you, Perk, so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Redbone says, men that's supposed to protect them. Yes, they are supposed to protect us. Men are becoming lovers of themselves these days. They only care about them. Redbone says they don't know how it feels. It's soft when they express what's bothering them. Yeah, that's true. With all due respect, this is business inquiries. With all due respect, it might be the men that you're attracting. So stop making generalizations of every person. Yeah, that is a general blanket statement. Not all men are like that, and we know that. I don't think she's trying to say that all men are like that. I think she's just, I don't know, but it's definitely not a general statement. It's definitely not a general thing. You know what I mean? When it comes to this topic, not all men abuse their women. I'm not talking about any man I date. The man I'm dating is very loving. I'm speaking in general. My bad if it came off like I was speaking of myself. I just seen so many of these stories, so I'm just giving my opinion. It's very desensitized and it's sad. Praying for your strength. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will thank you so much. It was meant for me to see this live. I'm in tears. Picked up the phone as you was going. Yes, pick up the phone and call your family. Pick up the phone and call your family. Dawn Eat says, hey, sorry for your loss. Today is the anniversary of my sister's death. She was killed by her husband February 14th, 2019. He did it for 18 years. Married him 4 years ago. I got custody. Wow. Like, guys, this is something really, really serious. And it's real. It's really happening. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. More than we know. So, if you know somebody in a situation like this and they seem to not want to exit that situation, don't give up on them. Don't stop trying to help them. Don't stop, talking to them and loving on them. Just keep pressing. Keep pressing. Let them know how much you love them. Let them know how much they should love their self. Let them know. Don't stop. And even if you got to pull the person, the abuser, to the side and talk to them, because I believe that the abuser is in pain too. This is why they're doing this. They're in pain. It's a lot of people in this world walking around hurt and in pain. And what they do is they take that pain and that hurt and they inflict it on other people. And most of the time, it's the person that's closest to them. And that's just what it is. So, both of my cousins had children. Children that have to now live in this earth motherless. I don't understand it. I mean, everything that I said on this video to make sense of why these men did what they did is just all speculation. I don't know if those things are actual and factual, but yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. Redbone says, oh no. Damn, I'm sorry, very sorry. I'm so emotional watching this live. There needs to be more love and hugs. Yes, the world definitely needs more love and hugs. Like, we need it so much. Because like I said, so many people are walking around hurt. And they don't even know how hurt they are. They're just walking around inflicting the pain on other people. And that's not cool. It's not cool. Dawn Eats says, I'm trying to make changes in the laws now. I started a foundation, Ryan's Dream Foundation, in honor of to help domestic violence. 2 cousins were killed in domestic violence. We got to talk. Yes, Dawn Eats, do me a favor and send me a message on my DM. My DM is Tisha Campbell 72. In fact, I'm going to put it in the chat. Let me see. I don't even know how to write in the chat, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do it. But it's Tisha Campbell 72. So that's TISHA CAMPBELL and the number 72. Because when my first cousin got killed in 2019, I did want to do something pertaining to domestic violence, and for battered women and stuff like that. But then the pandemic occurred, and I just never got around to doing it. I pulled guns on this man, tried to talk to this man. He treated me like gold, but beat my sister. Yes, he was in pain. His mom lied to him his whole life about who his dad was. So I think I don't think he respected women. I'll be sharing my story more. My first cousin was killed at 37. Look at this, it's crazy. My sister was 38. Wow. Oh my God. Cousin left 3 children behind. Dawn, that's wonderful. Keep helping and reaching out to those women who need help. I'm praying for your niece and those other babies who are without their mothers. This is heartbreaking. I think I need to do a sinner's prayer. That would be wonderful, Jamel. I appreciate it. Cousins was killed the same week as my sister. Man cut her up and what? This is crazy. And put it in the freezer. This is not good. It was 7 other cases that happened in my county the same time my sister was killed. This is crazy. It's definitely a huge problem. It's definitely a huge problem. Oh gosh. Wow. Yes, I did a video. I have 2 on my channel. Dawn Eats. I have to go check out your videos when I get off of this live. I'm with you on this. Got to stop the pandemic. Got a foundation. Okay, I'll check them out. Okay. Yeah, guys. Just keep me and my family in your prayer. And like I said earlier, if you know someone that's in a domestic violence relationship, don't stop offering a helping hand and don't stop talking to them. Just continue to be there for them because they could end up dead. And it's so, so unfortunate that this thing happens time and time again. It's crazy. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I've been on here for 33 minutes. It's late. It's after 12. I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's why I'm still up. And I've been napping pretty much the whole day. But thank you to those who were here from the beginning of the video until now. Thank you to those who came on this video and watched it from the middle until now. And thank you to those who came at the tail end and watched it until now. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and supporting my channel, this video, and everything. So, with that being said, I pray that each and every one of you have a good night and that the Lord sees fit for you to wake up tomorrow. And that's it. Thank you, Dawn. I just seen you said you're subscribed to the channel. I'm going to subscribe to your channel now. God bless. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and everything. And with that being said, peace, love, hair grease. Bye.